I still buy 2 birthday cards every March, one for my son and one for the brother he never got to meet. Eli turned 11 this year. His card went on the kitchen table. The other one went in the shoebox under my bed, with 10 others, all unsigned. The twins came early. I remember the lights, the pressure, my sister Dana squeezing my hand because my husband was deployed. Then I remember waking up in a different room. You had a boy, the nurse said. He's beautiful. Where's the other one? She looked at the door. Dana came in and sat on the edge of my bed and took both my hands. He didn't make it court. He was already gone when they got him out. I want to see him. You don't. Trust me. Let me handle it. I already signed the paperwork, so I let her handle it. She handled everything that year. She cooked, she paid my bills, she held me on the bathroom floor at 3 a.m. And 9 months later, she and Tom adopted a baby boy through a private agency and named him Caleb. And I cried at his shower because I was so happy for her. Caleb and Eli grew up like brothers. Same shaggy hair, same crooked front tooth. People said it all the time. Cousins, right? They could be twins. Dana always laughed too loud at that. This March, Eli's class did a heritage unit. Everybody spit in a tube. The results came back on a Tuesday and Eli ran into the kitchen with my laptop. Mom, it's broken. Look, the relatives list had Caleb at the top, not cousin. The word said full sibling. Shared DNA, 50%. It's a mistake, bud. It says it twice. I called Dana. She didn't pick up. I called her 6 times. On the 7th, she answered, and her voice was already shaking. Court, whatever the site says. I didn't tell you what it said. Silence. Dana, when did Caleb's adoption finalize? You're spiraling. You always spiral in March. What hospital was he born at? I'm hanging up. I drove to her house that night with my phone recording in my coat pocket. She opened the door in her robe and didn't invite me in, so I stood on the porch in the cold. Say it out loud, I said. Say what? You told me my son was born dead. There was no death certificate. I checked the county today. There's no record of a second baby at all. Her chin went. Because he wasn't dead. The porch light buzzed. I couldn't hear anything else. Say the rest. You were 24. Michael was overseas. You had no money and you couldn't even sit up. You were going to have 2 of them alone, and I had nothing. 5 rounds of IVF. Court. 5. I sat in that hallway and I looked at those 2 babies in the same plastic box and I thought, she doesn't even know how many are in there yet. You told the nurse. I told them the mother had elected a private placement. I had your ID. I signed your name. I've signed your name since we were kids. She was crying now, but her voice stayed steady, like she'd rehearsed it in the mirror for 11 years. And I gave him a good life. He has a pool. He has braces. You buy a card for a dead kid every March, and I buy him a cake. Which one of us did better? I held a shoebox, I said. You held my son. I saved him. He was at my table on Sunday. He asked me for more potatoes. He called me Aunt Courtney, because that's what you are. I took my phone out of my pocket. The screen was lit up, the little red timer still climbing. 14:52, 14:53. Her eyes locked on it, and everything in her face fell at once. Turn that off. Detective Saris already has the first 11 minutes, I said. I called him from the driveway before I knocked. He's the one who told me to keep you talking on the porch, not inside, because inside I'd need your permission to record. Headlights swung across the yard. 2 cars, no sirens. She looked at them, then at me, and she said the only true thing she'd said all night. Please don't take him from me. They walked her past the mailbox with her hands behind her back, and Tom came out in his socks yelling that there'd been a mistake, and up in the window over the garage a light clicked on, and a boy with a crooked front tooth pushed the curtain aside to see what the noise was. I got the shoebox out of my car. 11 cards, 11 marches, all sealed, none of them addressed, because I never knew what to write on a card for a baby with no name. Dana had named him Caleb. He'd been reading my handwriting on his birthday cards his whole life.